The Lion Walk, Chapter 7. Mark and Billy, barely recognisable in their improved appearance, from shining heads of neatly trimmed hair to serviceable sabots. Though Billy was able to wear only one at present, had been taken aboard an English fishing trawler, the Seagull, returning on the night tide to Dymchurch with a consignment of tobacco, brandy silks and laces, looked seaworthy. Her mate was an affable Kentish man who cheerfully welcomed the boys aboard. He pocketed the gold coins that George had counted into his hand and promised to set the boys ashore at Dymchurch at first light. As they fearlessly crossed the springy, narrow gangplank, his friend's hand on his shoulder for support, Mark innocently remarked on the trim condition of the vessel, and hopping Billy loudly approved the absence of any fishy smell. The two crewmen suddenly eyed the boys as silently they made the small boat ready. Tom had said goodbye to the boys with a feeling of misgiving, but they seemed happy enough to be on their way home to Essex at last. Tom gave Mark a piece of paper on which he'd written the word Upham, and told him to contact him should he ever find himself in need of work, that Norfolk was only a step from Essex. "We can do nothing more for them," George said, as they remounted. "I doubt they've ever been so mollycoddled in their lives. Now to introduce ourselves to Uncle Antoine and his menage before dark. We could both do with a good meal." They turned their backs on the sea and set off at a smart canter uphill to the town of Escales. "It's several years since I was at Les Flamands," he said, "but I think you'll find it interesting, and the place certainly has pleasant memories for me." He lapsed into silence as they certainly has approached approached the high gates of a large stone-built house, and the pull of a bell. A man soon emerged and let them in and led away their horses. A dark-eyed girl wearing a bouffant muslin cap, together with a long frilled apron over a blue gown, appeared at the open front door. Tom was astonished by the girl's prettiness, and he had the maid exchange glances of mutual interest. She asked them what business brought them so late.